They stood within a calm and sacred space, a temple-like structure whose walls were made of soft, living light. Gentle music, like the breath of the universe itself, wafted through the air. Diego's face was set with a new determination, but one final, crucial question remained in his mind. "I understand," he said, his voice clear. "I must hold a clear mental image and, with faith, claim my desire as my own. But how do I keep this relationship with the formless substance strong and harmonious? How can I be sure my connection doesn't break?" A smile touched Mateo's lips, as if he were about to reveal a great secret. The entire process of mental attunement and unity with the source of creation can be summed up in one word: Diego, gratitude. "Gratitude?" Diego asked. "You mean just saying thank you?" "It is more than that," Mateo explained. "It is a three-step process. First, you believe there is an intelligent substance from which all things originate. Second, you believe this substance gives you everything you desire. And third, you relate yourself to it with a feeling of deep and profound gratitude." Arturo spoke, his tone forged from a lifetime of experience. "Many people, Diego, manage all other aspects of their lives correctly, but they remain in poverty for lack of gratitude. They receive a gift from God, but by failing to be grateful for it, they sever the wires that connect them to Him. So gratitude is like a power cord?" Diego asked, the concept clicking into place. "Exactly," Mateo affirmed. "The closer you live to the source of wealth, the more wealth you will receive. And a soul that is always grateful lives in closer contact with God. The more we fix our minds on the Supreme with thankfulness, the more good things we will receive, and the more rapidly they will come." Why? What are the mechanics of it? It is the law of gratitude, which is the same natural principle that action and reaction are always equal and in opposite directions, Mateo said. The grateful outreach of your mind in thankful praise to the Supreme is a release of force. It is impossible for this force to fail to reach that to which it is sent, and the reaction is an instantaneous movement towards you. Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. This is a psychological truth. If your gratitude is strong and constant, the reaction in the formless substance will also be strong and continuous. For a moment, the beautiful architecture of the temple faded, and a ghostly image of Diego's small, damp, and dreary apartment appeared around them. But the value of gratitude isn't just about receiving more blessings in the future, Mateo cautioned. Without it, you cannot keep yourself from dissatisfied thoughts about your current situation. Diego's heart sank as he saw the image of his old home. But how could I be content with that situation? The moment you allow your mind to dwell with dissatisfaction on things as they are, you begin to lose ground, Mateo explained. You fix your attention on the common, the poor, and the squalid, and your mind takes the form of these things. Then you will transmit these mental forms to the formless substance, and the common, the poor, and the squalid will come to you. The ghostly apartment faded, and the serene beauty of the temple returned. And conversely, Arturo added, to fix your attention on the best is to surround yourself with the best and to become the best. The creative power within us forms us into the image of that to which we give our attention. The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. Therefore, it tends to become the best and will receive the best. And most importantly, Mateo said, faith is born of gratitude. A grateful mind constantly expects good things, and this expectation turns into faith. Every wave of thankful praise you send out increases your faith. He who has no feeling of gratitude cannot long retain a living faith, and without a living faith, you cannot become rich by the creative method. They were now standing on a high vantage point, overlooking a complex and brilliant network of light lines that stretched out beneath them, a symbolic representation of the world's industrial, governmental, and social systems. I can be grateful for my family, my health, these teachings, Diego said. But how can I be grateful for corrupt politicians or for the greedy industrial giants who made life so difficult for people like me? The expression on Arturo's face gained more depth, for he was one of those former giants. Do not waste your time thinking about their shortcomings, Diego, he advised. Their organization of the world has created your opportunity. Everything you obtain, in fact, comes to you because of them. Because of them? Diego asked in disbelief. God has worked for a long time and with great patience to bring us to where we are today, Mateo said, and he continues his work. There is no doubt he will set aside the industrial giants and politicians as soon as it is possible to get on without them. But in the meantime, see that they are all very good. Good? Remember that they are all helping to arrange the lines of transmission through which your wealth will come to you, Mateo explained. Be grateful for all of them. This will place you in a harmonious relationship with the good in everything, and that good in everything will move toward you. Diego looked down at the luminous network. He no longer saw it as an oppressive system, but as a web of transmission lines. He saw that even the most ruthless businessman and the most corrupt politician had, in their own way, been unwittingly building the very road upon which his own good was to travel. His hatred dissipated, replaced by a deep and calm understanding. He closed his eyes and for the first time sent a wave of pure, unconditional gratitude out into the universe, not just for the good things, but for the entire system, for all its players, and for all the hardships that had brought him to this point of perfect understanding. A serene light began to emanate from his being, merging and harmonizing with the luminous network of the world below.